And they're definitely showing blitz here. Again, it's Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
On second down, it's Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So on 4th down, on comes the Jaguars' Jason Myers now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Time running out here on the play clock. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Mariota now on 2nd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Goes underneath for Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this first half. I'm guessing mostly defensive highlights that we will see.
Yeah, and that's kind of cool.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Tennessee score. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did.
Okay.
Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Oh, it still won't go down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I'd love to sit down at some point in our offseason and talk to these defensive coordinators in the red zone. Tight end is obviously a big threat, yet these guys continue to make plays. Is there any other way to stop them?
Apparently not. In the red zone, like you said, that's your guy. They got it to him.
Supreme confidence in going to a playmaker.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Their big-bodied receiver. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Surveying the field. This is Bell on the dump off. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Come on, let's go! White, behind it! White, behind it!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Sliding out of the pocket, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Throwing, Mariota. And that will be incomplete as well.
Now let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
Here we go on 1st and 15. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Again, it's Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
To throw Mariota, and he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
the gun. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Mariota on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. And here we go on first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Defense maybe trying to guess the snap count there, and it costs them 5 yards. Three yards to go here on second down. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And the offense lining up first and 10. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got time in the pocket, and he fends him off. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as... So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Come on, let's go!
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Finding time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And on the ground they go with a running back. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Play clock winding down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. The play clock's running down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. The Titans go. It's Mariota. And no, it's incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. He'll look to throw. He's got time. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And right now I take my rudimentary kindergarten skills and draw where the tackle box would be because that was close. I thought he was in the tackle box. He has to be very careful where he gets rid of the football from that spot.
Yeah, they say there was a receiver in the area, though.
Yeah. There's always a receiver in the area.
Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Love the excitement we've got going here. If they just scored the touchdown, they're down by 1. How much fun is it now to figure out the possibilities? Kick the extra point and tie it. Go for 2 if they're really feeling in a gambling mood. What do you do in this situation?
I think you kick the PAT.
Yeah, I do too. Kick it, get my defense ready, and try and stop them one more time.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 76 yards. And the Titans are going to take the lead. And turning it to the defensive side, absolute deflation.
Was it a major surprise? Perhaps. Look at the clock. You've got to think with that much real estate to cover, they're going to have to throw the football. And they crossed him up and ran it. And boy, did they ever. That went all the way. You're exactly right. Not just deflation, but everyone's confused. How did they give up a run of that magnitude in this situation?
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Titan defense getting set now, coming back onto the field. And they're just trying to keep him out of the end zone. Obviously, a field goal does no good in this situation, so what's the appropriate amount of pressure defensively, Charles?
I think he's had a little more pressure than what is normal. If you normally want to say...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And they're going to speed things up here. He's back to throw. Surveying the field. Still back there. Now in desperation. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding time. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38. 55.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Just a bunch of poor boys, daddies, girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised. Ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old hang. Nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain. Yeah, it's a kind